Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Seiben bringing you more Magic the Gathering lore. In today's video, we'll continue to explore the plane of Innistrad. This time, instead of investigating a creature or an event, let's literally explore the world. Today we're discussing the different regions found on the plane of Innistrad. As your travel guide through the dark and less than friendly world of Innistrad, I would like you to direct your eyes to the east, to the province of Gavony. Gavony is one of the few remaining provinces in which human beings are considered relatively safe. Their borders are well protected by high walls, armed men, and of course, the holy power of the church. Gavony is home to the largest city on the plane, the city of Seiben. It's the metropolis of Innistrad, the center of all things human in nature. Seiben is also the center for the Church of Avacyn, the leading religion on Innistrad. The great cathedral of Avacyn stands in Seiben, and this is where most of the church's priests and clergy come to train. These are blessed lands. The darkest of beings have a hard time creeping into Gavony. That's not to say this province is completely free from evil, mind you, just that it takes a little bit more effort to break in. No matter how bright Avacyn's light may glow, some shadow always seems to make its way through. As the center of human life, it's obvious that Gavony and Seiben bury more human bodies than any other province. This causes its own issues. Since the bodies remain in Gavony, when some manage to rise again, they're already beyond its protective walls. This isn't a common event, mind you, and no true Gavonian would ever consider burying their loved ones outside of the province's borders. Yet when this does occur, it causes a great uproar among the citizenry. Along with the undead, Gavony also has a problem with spirits and Geist. These are the remaining souls of those who have passed. Some may be mischievous and even dangerous, but many others are kindly and even heroic, such as the Geist of St. Traft. Even though it's protected by the church, you should know this province isn't completely immune to the whims of Innistrad. Just ask the necromantic siblings Gisa and Azeroth, and how they sacked the holy city of Seiben with their undead minions. In all, despite its faults, Gavony's the place to live if you breathe, have a heartbeat, and can live without the consumption of human flesh. Next on our journey, I'd like to turn your gaze to the west, to the province of Kessig. This is the largest province on Innistrad, yet it's the least developed. Kessig is dominated by woods, which seem to always be in a state similar to the season of autumn, which would be pretty awesome to live in since it's my favorite season. That is, if the woods weren't as dangerous as they are. It's said the great forests of Kessig are haunted by the lost spirits of the plains past, before the coming of Avacyn and the formation of the church. The trees howl as the wind blows through their branches, but many say it's not the wind to blame. Despite the hardships of living in such a place, humans have ventured and even started communities in this province. With some protection from holy wards provided by the church, villages have been popping up on the outskirts of Kazakhs Woods. These are mainly farming communities, working the land and the edge of the forest to eke out a living. But some trained trappers and hunters actually strike out into these woods and bring back their livelihoods. Many often never return. Regardless of wards or not, no sane person in Kessig would ever journey through this land at night. That's because this province is crawling with werewolves. Werewolves are most active and aggressive at night, so walking out at this time would almost mean certain death. Werewolves are strange creatures. Men and women cursed with this bloodthirsty affliction can't control their primal desires and take on the form of a wolf. They usually roam in packs, which can be tracked and monitored, but sometimes you'll find a lone wolf, which can be just as dangerous as the larger pack. The once great city of Averbrook discovered how dangerous a werewolf pack could be. Averbrook was a large settlement, almost a city, the only one throughout all of Kessig. Its founders thought their size and the church protected them, but once the wards started to fail, their numbers meant nothing. The werewolf pack charged in and used blood magic to curse the town, transforming all of its citizens into the beasts and adding them to their pack. The city is no more and has since been renamed to Hollowhenge. It's a common story in Kessig, one which shouldn't be forgotten. Don't try to fight against the nature of the land, you'll lose. These two provinces are neighbors, but couldn't be more different from each other. Gavony is the heart of humanity, while Kessig is the wild, untamed aspect of humankind. It's funny that these provinces are so close to one another, while also representing opposite dimensions of nature. In the second half of this video, we'll be looking at the final 2 provinces of Innistrad. One which borders the sea and is shrouded in fog, and another which is controlled by vampires of the plain. I want to know what you guys think about Kessig and Gavony. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really goes a long way in supporting future content. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.